Borneo. Even the name itself stirs the imagination, conjuring images of untamed wilderness and ancient secrets waiting to be uncovered. The very mention of Borneo brings to mind a world of mystery and adventure, a place where the unknown still thrives and nature reigns supreme. This colossal island, the third largest in the world, is shared by three nations: Indonesia, Malaysia, and Brunei. It stands as one of the last great strongholds of wild rainforests, sheltering some of the rarest and most extraordinary creatures on Earth. I didn't come here just to tick off another destination on my list. I wanted to go beyond the glossy images of documentaries and travel brochures, to truly immerse myself in the rhythms of daily life and understand what it means to call Borneo home. Borneo is a land of striking contrasts, where bustling modern cities stand shoulder to shoulder with ancient jungle communities, and tradition weaves seamlessly into the fabric of contemporary life. Its forests pulse with life, orangutans swinging gracefully through the canopy, elusive pygmy elephants forging paths along riverbanks, and the comical proboscis monkey, all thriving in this cathedral of green that feels almost otherworldly. Yet, the true heart of Borneo beats within its people: the Iban, the Penan, and countless other indigenous groups. Each community carries deep-rooted traditions, stories passed down through generations, and a profound spiritual connection to the land that sustains them. My journey here was about more than just seeing the sights. It was about meeting these remarkable people, listening to their stories, and learning from their wisdom, gaining insights that no guidebook could ever offer. In seeking the soul of Borneo, I hoped not only to discover the wonders of this extraordinary island, but also to uncover something new and unexpected within myself. Adventures like this usually come with a big price tag, but I wanted to prove you don't need a fortune for a meaningful journey. My challenge: explore Borneo with just $600. A tight budget meant traveling like a local, using public transport, eating street food, and staying in simple guest houses. Every ringgit became a story. A bus ride, a shared meal, a tip for a local guide. This approach stripped away the excess, revealing the real Borneo. Living on $20 a day turned the trip into a true expedition, where every decision mattered. The budget wasn't a sacrifice, it was a commitment to authenticity. The real treasure would be the experiences, not the souvenirs. Landing in Kuching, Sarawak's capital, I was hit by a wave of humid air and the scent of rain. Pure adventure. Instead of a taxi, I took a crowded local bus, instantly immersed in daily life for less than $1. Kuching is a blend of colonial charm, Chinese shophouses, and a lively waterfront. The city buzzed with street food, prayers, and a mix of languages, a place both ancient and alive. My guest house was basic but welcoming, right in the heart of the old quarter. That first night, listening to the city's sounds, I felt grateful and ready for the unknown. I was finally in Borneo, with a blank page ahead. The adventure had truly begun. To truly know Borneo, you start in its markets, chaotic, colorful, and alive. I wandered through stalls of exotic fruits, fresh fish, and jungle vegetables, the air thick with spices, and the aroma of coffee. Street food was my lifeline: Sarawak laksa, kolo mee, and more, eaten shoulder to shoulder with locals. Getting around meant long, bumpy bus rides through plantations and jungle, sharing snacks and stories with fellow travelers. Family-run guest houses and homestays offered not just a bed, but a window into local life. My hosts shared advice, stories, and a sense of community that no hotel could ever match. These simple moments, meals, rides, conversations, became the heart of my journey. In Borneo, the everyday is truly extraordinary. Leaving the city behind, I set out for the mysterious and lush interior of Borneo, eager to discover a world far removed from the urban bustle and modern distractions. The road ahead wound through dense greenery, each mile taking me deeper into the heart of the island, where ancient traditions still thrive. My purpose was simple, yet profound: to connect with Borneo's indigenous communities, to witness their way of life firsthand, and to learn from their wisdom passed down through generations. My destination was a traditional Iban longhouse, a communal home that has stood for centuries as the center of village life. To reach it, I boarded a rickety bus that rattled along muddy roads, then transferred to a narrow longboat that skimmed across the river's surface, surrounded by towering trees and the calls of unseen wildlife. The journey itself was an adventure, each bend in the river revealing new shades of green, the jungle growing thicker, the air heavy with the scent of earth and rain. As the jungle closed in around us, the noise and pace of the modern world faded away, replaced by the gentle rhythm of nature and the anticipation of new experiences. Arriving at the longhouse, I was welcomed not as a tourist, but as a guest, greeted with warm smiles and open arms by the Iban villagers, whose hospitality was as genuine as it was generous. They offered me a glass of homemade rice wine, a symbol of friendship and trust, and invited me to join in their daily routines. Life in the longhouse was communal. Meals were shared around a single table, laughter and stories filled the air, and traditions were kept alive through song, dance, and daily practice. I watched as women skillfully wove intricate textiles, their hands moving with practiced grace, while men tended to crops in the fields or ventured into the forest to hunt and gather. Every task was done with care and respect for the land, reflecting a deep connection to the environment that sustains them. As night fell, the longhouse came alive with the glow of firelight. Evenings were spent listening to elders share tales of spirits and ancestors, their voices weaving together the past and present, teaching lessons about respect, courage, and community. The Ibans' reverence for the forest and their deep-rooted wisdom were humbling, reminding me of the importance of living in harmony with nature. This was no staged performance for outsiders, just the authentic everyday life of a people who have found balance with their surroundings. As I prepared to leave, I carried with me a newfound appreciation for cultures that hold knowledge our modern world often forgets. Wisdom about community, sustainability, and respect for the earth. My journey into the tribal heartlands of Borneo was more than an adventure. It was a lesson in humility, gratitude, and the enduring power of tradition. Borneo's true wonder is its wild nature, an ancient living tapestry that stretches as far as the eye can see. The rainforest here is one of the oldest on Earth, a place where time seems to stand still and every inch is alive with mystery. These ancient rainforests are teeming with life, from the smallest insects to the most elusive mammals. The air is thick with the calls of birds, the hum of insects, and the rustle of leaves as unseen creatures move through the undergrowth. Without pricey tours, I relied on local guides, people whose families have lived alongside this jungle for generations, who know its secrets and rhythms better than anyone else. Their stories and knowledge brought the forest to life in ways no guidebook ever could. Trekking through Baco National Park, I crossed tangled mangroves, climbed rocky headlands, and wandered through sun-dappled heath forests. Each step revealed a new landscape, each turn a new adventure. I'll never forget spotting wild proboscis monkeys for the first time, their comical noses and playful antics a true highlight. River journeys brought even more surprises, crocodiles lurking just beneath the surface, macaques leaping between branches, and kingfishers flashing brilliant colors as they darted by. And then, in a magical, almost surreal moment, I watched a family of pygmy elephants emerge from the forest to drink at the river's edge. Their gentle presence was a reminder of how rare and precious these encounters are. The highlight of my journey was seeing orangutans at a rehabilitation center, witnessing their intelligence, curiosity, and vulnerability up close. Looking into their expressive eyes, I felt a deep connection and a sense of responsibility. Their gentle interactions with caretakers showed just how much they depend on us for survival. Each encounter was a powerful reminder of the fragility of this ecosystem. The contrast between lush jungle and deforested land was stark, a warning of what could be lost if we don't act. The rivers and forests are alive with stories, ancient and new, waiting to be heard by those who take the time to listen and observe. Witnessing these incredible creatures in their natural element filled me with awe and a profound sense of responsibility to protect them. Borneo's natural heritage is both precious and increasingly threatened by deforestation and habitat loss. Protecting it is a duty we all share. By supporting conservation and local communities, we can help ensure that future generations will also have the chance to encounter nature's majesty in Borneo. As my journey ended and my budget ran out, I reflected on what Borneo had given me. It wasn't about the places, but the people, their kindness, generosity, and spirit. Traveling simply forced me to trust, to connect, and to embrace the unexpected. The real adventure was in the small moments, a shared laugh, a new word, a quiet riverbank. Borneo taught me gratitude, for every sunrise, every meal, every story. Wealth isn't money, but relationships and respect for the world around us. I urge you, find your own Borneo wherever it may be. Travel simply, connect deeply, and let the world change you. The journey is out there, waiting to transform you in ways you can't imagine.